Howdy, this is Rob, and I am talking about the cartridge thing for the Hobie kayak that we have. This is a Hobie set of Hobie pedals. This is what goes in the cartridge. It's not the same as what would go into a Cuda or Jackson or suddenly I can't remember what the other one was, Pescador. I have this out because I have to fix something on it. There's a cable that's broken. At any rate, the cartridge thing that I was talking about, or that was talked about on the YouTube comments, is this. And this right here, the gray and black piece of it, is actually the blank cartridge. You can get one of these things from Hobie or a Hobie clone place or someplace like that. The PVC pipe that's in the middle was the hack. And the way that it works is I took a blank cartridge, drilled a hole straight through it. You'll see that there are multiple levels or multiple layers of PVC inside there. There is a little knob on there that's used to tighten it. And what it's tightening is this, which is, I'm going to have to flip this thing around because it's a mirror image right now. Anyway, it's the water snake asp. This is the 5-pound, well, it's a 24-pound trolling motor, 24-pound thrust, but the thing only weighs 5 pounds. So that's the one that we normally use. And it's a very good motor, especially for the price. It only has 2 controls. One's high speed, one's low speed, and then the other control is forward and reverse. Actually, it's high, low, and forward, reverse, and off, and then the other one's just high, low. So you don't have anywhere near the versatility that you would with a Newport or a Minn Kota with the multiple speeds. But if you had like a PWM or something like that, you don't need it anyway. I use this; it's fine. I use just the high and the low, and it's fine. Anyway, the head comes off. It's just got a screw in there. And then you take picture of what the wiring looks like because you want to get that right if you put it back together again. And then you just run that through the PVC, and that's all there is to it. The whole thing probably took me about an hour to make. The downside of this, and I'm not sure that I'll be able to hold this very well to display this, is the PVC coming out of the bottom. That's the minimum amount that you have to have, otherwise the prop from the trolling motor hits the bottom of the kayak. So that's a safety feature just to keep the prop from whacking the kayak. But you look at this, and I have the motor is actually off of this one, so I apologize for the crudeness of all this. Multiple projects going on here, several things broke at the same time. That's the way life is. Anyway, this right here, and that's the cat scratcher down below it. There it is. That right there is how deep the trolling motor would be below the kayak. You can see a potential problem there if you get into weeds or logs or jam up against a shore or something like that. What happens is it drops about 18 inches below the kayak. So this thing right here would hit something, the trolling motor would hit something, and then it would go clunk or clunk, or sideways go clunk. And first off, it's really, really hard to get it back up through the hole. You have to get out of the kayak and then lifts the kayak to reduce the pressure on it to be able to pull this thing up out of the hole. And if you can't, then you're just stuck. And what I was worried about, never found a solution to it, is what I was worried about was it would hit something so hard or so fast and it would crack some piece of the kayak that I couldn't fix. So the result was I don't use that anymore, which is why it's all in pieces. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that. It's actually not that hard. If you could find something like this for the Jackson or for the Pescadors, a cartridge like that, then this solution works. It's actually very, very good for open water, just not so good for anything else.